It's time now for the Perry Trail 11 o'clock news for this Monday night, February 9th, 2015. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins, and I go 11 o'clock news at 9 here, and our top story at 11 o'clock. Here is in Boston, where more than 2 feet of snow. Fresh snow piled up in parts of New England on Monday, breaking records set during the blizzard of 78 and tested the patience of officials and commuters as forecasters warned of more winter misery later in the week. Boston Mayor Marty Walsh expressing surprise that the MBTA will be suspended rail service for tomorrow as they are dealing with a crippling impact of the latest round of snowstorms, and he also said that at some point help from the federal government will be needed to fix the T, as no subway, bus, and commuter rail service has also impacted Mass General Hospital, and also the T says that there will be limited bus service for tonight and into tomorrow. Governor Charlie Baker Wall signed the T's decision to be closed tomorrow as he declared tomorrow partial snow day for non-emergency state workers in Suffolk, Essex, and Norfolk and Middlesex counties, as the governor urged them to stay home, and also he has signed an emergency declaration to aid the snow removal. Tomorrow, snow emergency and park demands still affected in the city, and Marty Walsh urging employers to workers to work at home as it will be helping in its snow cleaner effort. In our news, the most prominent sign that the Supreme Court is poised to recognize a constitutional right for same-sex couples to marry nationwide came Monday from an unlikely source, conservative Justice Clarence Thomas. Drew Peterson still has plenty of fans, according to Sneed. Pro-Russian rebels in Ukraine, they have encircled the town of Debaltseve, but Ukraine says that troops are still finding them along the supply road. Boston Mayor Marty Walsh said that authorities no emergency and park ban will stay in effect for most of, if not all of Tuesday. The Greek showdown in Brussels on Thursday has been cast as a straightforward battle of the Gauls between Alexis Tsipras, the new chieftain of Athens, and Angela Merkel, Germany's longtime chancellor. Hooded gunmen today exchanged automatic rifle fire with police in Marseille as France's prime minister visited the city to discuss crime fighting. Karen Betty, Arvind Kendra, and Ajay Mehta are the chief minister candidates of the BJP, AAP, and Congress, respectively. In December, Representatives of the U.S., China, and Afghanistan met for the private talks in London, the first time the three countries convened to seek ways to forge peace in Afghanistan. A gunman with a driving a suspected stolen car led police on a wild chase east of Los Angeles on Monday evening, smashed the cars and veered front. Oncoming traffic before he stole a second car. At gunpoint, he ran it down a crowded street. Former Florida Governor Jeb Bush's Political Action Committee has drawn the ire of Democrats over news staffers' history of offensive remarks on Twitter. Qualcomm has been fined close to $1 billion to China after regulators found the U.S. chip maker guilty of breaching international antitrust regulations. In Los Angeles, the U.S. West Coast port operations resumed in full on Monday after shipping companies halted loading and unloading the freighters, but a weekend sudden credit cargo backups that shippers and dock workers have blamed on each other. Brent could really end as IEA forecasts continued U.S. output growth. Netflix Incorporated started to offer streaming video service in Cuba, making it one of the few companies expanding the market since President Barack Obama announced a thawing relations with Havana late last year. Microsoft and Samsung have settled their 6-month-long dispute over Android patent royalties as the two companies posted identical statements on their respective blogs today, as saying Samsung and Microsoft are pleased to announce that they have ended in Los Angeles, there officials on Monday 17th for the weekend. Chain reactor crash at Malibu's Pacific Coast Highway that involved Olympic gold medal. Bruce Jenner left 1 woman dead. Neil Armstrong's widow, Carol, made quite the discovery. More than 2 years after Armstrong's death, Carol found a white cloth bag inside one of the closets containing tools, hooks, and a small camera. As they were part of the long-lost Apollo 11 artifacts discovered in Neil Armstrong's closet. White dwarf stars that collide in the catastrophic supernova. The outbreak has renewed the debate over the so-called anti-vaccination movement, in which fears about potential side effects of vaccines have led to a small minority of parents to refuse to allow their children to be inoculated here. And controversy has swirled around the human papillomavirus vaccine for years with some parents. Pediatricians and politicians worded that required that inoculation would encourage teenagers to have sex. Okay, take a look at New England alerts here. In New York Police Department in Manhattan, a shooting on West 14th Street and 8th Avenue in confines. An attempt precinct at level 1 mobilization. Respondent Bureau Transport has been called in regards to the person shot as EMS has been transported to patient in an unknown condition at the time. Crime scene has been established. Woonsocket down at 10 Columbus Street, a working fire, or Woonsocket Auto Salvage. Cranberry Township, New Jersey, a motor vehicle accident on Interstate 95 southbound in the area of Holland. The Molly Picture Service area, at least 20 vehicles involved, including one jackknife tractor trailer and an Aquabad. Buster has been confirmed from Intrepid and fired crews extracting victims. One dead on arrival has been pronounced. And in Boston, Massachusetts, a BMS. When is the vehicle spun out as the driver fled on foot towards GTGI Fridays. And Springfield, Massachusetts, a pursuit to release an pursuit about white, believed to be involved in home invasion. And NYPD in Bronx shooting East Burnside. Avenue and Grand Concourse in confines to the 46 precinct at level 1 mobilization. Respondent Bureau Task Force has been called in regards to a person shot as patient transported by EMS is not likely to die. 2 suspects fled the air, but no description is available. Alright, let's take a look at travel reports here at Okay, take a look at the traffic situation here. Very slow out on the highways and byways in New England there, especially in eastern Massachusetts. Route 2 slow from Concord down for Route 495 Littleton. And 146 on the southbound side. An accident in Providence Union Route 95, so expect delays here. And expect delays on the highways and byways in New England there. And all MBTA rail services will be suspended at 7 p.m. Monday, February 9th, and from start to the end of service on Tuesday. This means no subways, trolleys, or commuter rail trains will depart past after 7 p.m. Okay, take a look at the weather situation here. Our current conditions at North Massachusetts at 11:09 p.m. 21 degrees, the temperature light, snow, fog, and mist. Humidity 85%. Wind speed not about 10 miles per hour, barometer 3.05 inches, 2 about 72 degrees, a visibly wetted half mile, and a wind chill about 10 degrees. There. Current conditions around the region here. It is 16 degrees at temperature right now here in Boston. Here it is 69 in Fitchburg, 13 in Bedford, 14 in Beverly, 24 in Gloucester, 13 in Haverhill, 13 in Worcester, 16 in Sturbridge, 15 in Webster, 16 in Milford and Norwood, it's 25 in Taunton, 33 in Redford, it's 34 in Plymouth, it's 34 in Provincetown and in Chatham, 32 in Falmouth, 33 in Murfreesboro, 37 in Nantucket, 20 in Block Island, it's 23 in Westlake, 16 in Smithfield, it's 27 in New York City, 24 to Islip, 31 in Montauk, 26 in Los Angeles, 23 out in Bridgeport, 21 to New Haven, 22 in Denver, 19 in Waterbury, 20 in Meriden, 20 in Hartford, 20 in Locks, 19 in Springfield, Massachusetts, 17 in Amherst, Massachusetts, 19 in Greenfield, Massachusetts, 18 in Pittsfield, Massachusetts, it's 22 in North Adams, Massachusetts, 22 in Albany, New York, it's 19 in Sterling Springs, it's 19 in Maine, 19 in Rutland, Vermont, 20 in Mainton, 17 in Bremen, Vermont, 11 in New Hampshire, 18 in New Hampshire, 13 in Jaffa, New Hampshire, 12 in Laconia, New Hampshire, 15 in Concord, New Hampshire, 13 in Manchester, New Hampshire, 15 in Nashville, New Hampshire, 12 in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and Port, Maine. Here. Take a look at the circulations round there. Nation and surface maps. Station from South Central British Columbia down for Eastern Washington State, merging with a cold front from Eastern Oregon down for Western Nevada down for South Central California. Here. As station front from British Columbia stretching down for southwest Alberta down for Northern Idaho down for Montana, merged to the warm front from Eastern Montana down for Western South Dakota. Here. Cold front from Arkansas stretching into central Mississippi, Alabama down for Georgia, up in the Dakotas and merged to the station front off North Dakota up to sea. Low pressure central North Dakota off the Virginia coastline here and east central Wyoming here, and southern Nevada and off the western Washington coastline here. I got some high pressure in north central Wisconsin, Four Quarter region, and north central Mexico here. Low pressure southwestern portion of Florida here. 20 degrees on temperature out in Detroit, 23 out of Pittsburgh, it's 35 out of Washington, D.C., 53 out of Atlanta, 78 in Miami, Florida, 63 in Brownsville, Texas, it's 60 in Dallas, Texas, 37 in Kansas City, 33 in Omaha, Nebraska, it's 21 in Chicago, Illinois, 20 in Minneapolis, St. Paul, 47 in Great Falls, Montana, 53 in Seattle, Washington, 59 in San Francisco, 62 in Los Angeles, it's 66 out in Las Vegas, 50 out in Salt Lake City, 57 in Denver, it's 73 out in Phoenix, it's 61 out in Albuquerque. Here. Our photograph from Eastern Wyoming, name for Colorado and New Mexico. Another photograph from Southern Nevada, down from Baja California coastline. Here. A lot of clouds up. Photograph up in the northeast around here, up in the James Bay. And a photograph from Central Pennsylvania, up in the state New York, down from southwestern Quebec. Here. We got low pressure southwestern Florida, 7 Nevada, east central Wyoming, off the western Washington coastline. Here. Okay, let's take a look at our radar situation here, and it shows some snow showers around eastern Bristol County around Norton and Taunton, covered a bunch of southeastern Massachusetts, and sledding around Plymouth and raining around Wareham around, Bourne around, Sandwich around Yarmouth and Eastham with some sleet and snow mixed right in the Cape Downs there, and the snow stretching from central Massachusetts up in the northeastern Connecticut, up in the northwestern and northeastern portion of Rhode Island there, and covered a bunch of the greater Boston vicinity here, and snowed around west central portions of Massachusetts, western portions of Massachusetts here. And we've seen some snow showers around south central Vermont, southern central portions of New Hampshire. It's covered a bunch of southern Maine, some spotty snow showers around mid-coast Maine around eastern Maine, and stretching up in the north central and northeastern portions of Maine here. And some snow showers around east central portions of Quebec, some snow showers around east central portions of Pennsylvania for northwestern portions of New Jersey here. Rain showers from Virginia stretching in western Carolinas, and a line of rain showers off the Carolinas stretching off the Georgia and Florida coastlines here. And we've seen some rain showers at central portions of South Dakota, sleeting around western Dakotas, snowing around southern and west central portions of Saskatchewan and south central portions of Alberta area, and some rain showers with northwestern Oregon up I-5 from Portland through Seattle and up to Vancouver, British Columbia, and some rain showers around east central portion of Washington State, Northern Idaho, and west central portion of Montana. Some rain and sleet mixed into it. Rain showers in eastern Oregon down for southern Idaho and down for northwestern portions of Utah, and a rain showers in east central and northwestern portions of California here. Southern loop shows some line of clouds covering much of eastern seaboard of Maine, southern New England, southern Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, covering much of the Canadian Maritimes, a line of clouds covering much to the Pacific Northwest, and covering much of Montana, Wyoming and Upper Dakotas and western Minnesota and Atlantic coast from British Columbia stretch to Death and Manitoba. Here. Okay, let's take a look. And our forecast discussion around the region here. Snow and over New England here. And conditions should gradually begin to play out to the west. The temperatures will be 15 to 25 degrees above average over most of the plains states. Our front extended from the Mid-Atlantic states to the Gulf Coast will move offshore as a wave of low pressure deep into just off the New England coastline here and the southeast coast. And light snow will wind down over parts of the New England and the northern Appalachians by Monday evening as pockets of rain, freeze rain may be develop over the parts of the northern Midland states. And also on Monday evening and light to moderate rain will develop over parts of the southeast and southern Midland states. And Monday evening and likewise, showers and thunderstorms also develop over parts of the southeast throughout late Monday night. And this rain will wade over the Mid-Atlantic on Tuesday morning with a small area of light snow over parts of Virginia here. Upper level energy moving into the northwest will move inland to the Great Lakes by Wednesday as the energy will aid to produce the light to moderate rain over parts of the Pacific Northwest and northern to moderate region. By Monday evening, the rain will wade over to Tuesday, and then later Tuesday evening, the snow will develop over parts of the northern Rockies by Tuesday evening as the energy moves eastward areas of rain and phase rain and sleet will develop over parts of the northern high plains Monday evening and Tuesday morning, and snow will also develop over parts of the northern plains on Monday night. Late Monday night will expand over the upper Mississippi Valley on Tuesday, moving eastward to the Great Lakes by Wednesday morning and still develop over parts of the Central Rockies started early Tuesday morning, Wednesday morning here. Alright, forecast discussion around the region here, and it shows a long duration windstorm will continue to impact the region tonight. Well, the heaviest snowfall in eastern Massachusetts and dry weather develops late in the Tuesday morning and continues into Wednesday, except across southeast Massachusetts, where ocean-effect snow showers will linger as rapidly intensifying coastal low pressure may result in another significant winter storm and just a glancing blow Thursday into early Friday. Otherwise, well below normal temperatures continue, and we'll have to watch for another storm later in the weekend. Here, neutral until 6:30 p.m. Update. Moist northeast low-level flow continues to keep steadily snow along the eastern Massachusetts coast early this evening, with plenty of snow showers elsewhere. As high-resolution guidance indicates that snow showers will be persist well into the evening across the interior before gradually diminishing overnight, as steady snow will be linger well after the midnight along the coast and probably past daybreak of Tuesday for the least. Southeast New England coastline additional snow will be accumulating tonight will range from 1.5 to 2 inches across the interior and between 2 and 5 inches across the eastern Massachusetts coast overnight. And prototypes all snow except for portions of Outer Cape and islands, but even in here, except a gradual transition to mainly snow overnight. And only real change will be expanded winter storm warning at least 4 a.m. given steady snow expected to linger well in overnight hours. Here. Alright, take a look at weather notes here. Jackpot area of the storm, Boston in the northern part of the South Shore has seen Norwell, 27.1 inches in Norwell, Massachusetts. Sharon's got 25.5 inches in Sharon, Massachusetts. Dorchester, Massachusetts got 23.4 inches. Boston, 22.3 inches. North Reading, 18 inches. And Worcester, 13.1 inches. Record snow in Boston, 58.8 for the end of February 1978 and 71.1 ending through today. Temperature's going to be colder as the week moves on, and the Cape and Islands can see some icy spots here. As today's temperatures, we'll see 29 from Boston tomorrow, 29 in Worcester, 32 in Hartford, 35 in New York City, 30 in Albany, New York, 26 in Vermont, 30 in Concord, Hampshire, and 20 in Portland, Maine. Here. So expecting 25 to 35 degrees will be rain for tomorrow. And we're looking for another storm coming up on Thursday and Friday as a closer trap near 40 and 70 W. Most significant storm will potential for heavy snowfall for Rhode Island and eastern Massachusetts, along with some strong winds and further offshore Track less impact overall. Snow barely focus on southeast Massachusetts east to red out. And total generally the low end here. And I put my one figure here and my figure here. And move it together. And you get an average on when the storm models will be looking like here. Between one model and one model. But we're looking very closely here. As we're going to take a look at our we are under a winter storm warning in effect until 4 a.m. the Eastern Standard Time on Tuesday. Long duration snow event will continue to wind down tonight, but light snow lingering on the coast throughout the daybreak on Tuesday as winter storm warning is not affected until 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and at locations southeastern Massachusetts has attacked snow. Snow accumulation, additional snow accumulation 2 to 4 inches throughout daybreak Tuesday with high amounts on the coast and time and night snow persist overnight and before coming to an end by early Tuesday morning here and impacts. Hazardous traffic conditions can be suspected with some blowing and drifting snow and winds no about 10 to 20 miles per gust up to 35 miles per hour here. And travel will be slow at best on well-treated surfaces and quite difficult on any unplowed and untreated surfaces here. Day 1 tonight, winter storm warning and day 2 for 7 Tuesday for Sunday. This main concern revolves around the potential for yet another significant winter storm or perhaps drops of glance and blow on Thursday and early Friday, while we probably will see at least a bit of a snow in this system where not becomes another major winter storm for portions of the region remains to be seen. The highest risk for strong winds and heavy snow will be across eastern Massachusetts and Rhode Island here. Really cold temperatures and dangerous wind chills are possible Friday night and Saturday morning. And again, late Sunday and then the next Monday, wind chill headlines will likely be needed in another for a time frame. And finally, it will be at least for a low risk of another winter storm later Saturday and Sunday here. As we take a look at our 7-day forecast, goes like this. Overnight, still remain before 4 a.m. Low around 70 degrees. North wind about 9 to 11 miles per size, 25 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 8%. Total 9 times circulation 1 to 3 inches possible. For Tuesday, chance of snow showers maybe before 10 a.m. But class skies are going to become mostly sunny sky about 30 degrees. North wind about 8 to 11 miles per size, 21 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 40%. Little no circulation expected here. For Tuesday, slight chance of snow showers after 2 a.m. Mostly clouds skies lower about 16 degrees. North wind about 6 to 8 miles per gust size, 22 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 20%. Wednesday, chance of snow showers maybe after 8 a.m. Mostly clouds skies about higher 27 degrees. North wind about 9 miles per hour. Gust size 23 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 30%. New snow accumulation less than average possible. For Wednesday, chance of snow showers mostly clouds skies lower about 30 degrees. North wind about 3 to 6 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 30%. Thursday, snow likely after 3 p.m. Cloudy skies with a higher 30 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 70%. Thursday at slowly 40 degrees with some snow before 2 a.m. Class skies with a high at 80 degrees. No, Thursday at snow before 2 a.m. Low at 40 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 8%. Friday, partly podcast sky about 22, low about 2 below. For Saturday, chance of snow with some partly sunny and mostly cloudy sky about 18, low about 3 degrees. Chance of precipitation 35%. For Sunday, chance of snow with some mostly cloudy and podcast sky about 16, low about 1 below. Chance of precipitation is 40%. And for Monday, Washington's birthday, mostly sunny sky about 21 degrees. Predators with a phase of the night. Ace. Snow will taper off and more snow to come on Thursday. Peter Jones News Time is now 11:23 here. Time out for a sports roundup here. Starting off with an NHL scoreboard here for 1 period out in San Jose. Calgary Flames and leading the San Jose Sharks 1-0 in here. The Chicago Blackhawks and Arizona Coyotes were a 2-2 tie through 1 overtime in Chicago here with 2 minutes left. After New Orleans defeat the New Jersey Devils 2-1 here. Los Angeles Kings defeat the Columbus Blue Jackets 4-3, and the Minnesota Wild over the Vancouver Canucks 5-3. NBA scores with 5-12 in the fourth quarter. Oklahoma City Thunder 115, Denver Nuggets 106 with 5-12 left in the fourth quarter. It's Golden State Warriors over the Philadelphia 76ers 89-84. Washington Wizards over the Orlando Magic 96-80. It's San Antonio Spurs over the Indiana Pacers 95-93. Miami 109. It's New York Knicks 95. Atlanta Hawks 117. Minnesota Timberwolves 105. It's Utah 100. New Orleans Pelicans 96. It's Milwaukee 103. Brooklyn 97. And Los Angeles Clippers 115. The Dallas Mavericks 98. Okay, take a look at men's college basketball scores with 120 left in the second half. It's Jackson State 59, 749. It's Duke 73, Florida State 70 in the final score. Oklahoma State 74, Baylor 65 final. St. Peter 65, it's Siena 57 in final. Boston University defeated Lafayette 74-60. Seaman of Austin over Northwestern State 93-82. Houston 68, it's Texas College 39. It's Delaware State 90, it's Florida A&M 74. Long State 55, it's South Carolina State 43. UNC Asheville 52, it's Gardner Webb 89. It's Lamar 80, Blaine Christian 61. It's Houston Baptist 77 at Texas A&M. Corpus Christi 66. It's Nons A1. It's Michigan Nons A1. McNeese State 71. It's Maryland East Detroit 82. It's Norfolk 64. Hampton 73. It's Officer 69. Final overtime. It's Savannah State 73. Compton State 70. Alcorn State 91. It's Grambling State 77. It's Amherst State 65. It's Mississippi Valley State 57. It's Oklahoma 94. It's Iowa State 83. It's Virginia Tech 65. It's Georgia Tech 63. Utah Valley 77. It's St. Catherine 55. And it's Arkansas Pine Bluff 53. Alabama A&T A&M 42. Okay, take a look at women's college basketball scores. Quarterback 85, Island 74. Bryant 74, Mount St. Mary 72 at final and overtime. It's Savannah State 63, Coppin State 56. Delaware State 83, Florida A&M 78. It's Morgan State 54, South Carolina State 46. It's Chattanooga 68, it's Warford 41. Hampton 80, it's Howard 61. It's Maryland Eastern Shore 60, it's Norfolk State 50, it's Grambling State 82, Alcorn State 57. It's Alabama Valley 61, it's Mississippi Valley State 57, it's Alabama A&M 72, Arkansas Pine Bluff 48, it's Arkansas 54, Georgia 48, it's Mercer 82, it's Western Carolina 60, it's Eastern Tennessee State 72, it's Furman 61, it's Suffolk 88, it's UNC Greensboro 66, it's Fairleigh Dixon 78, it's St. Francis Pennsylvania 63, Central Connecticut State 61, it's St. Francis New York 43. It's Robert Moore 77, Allen, Brooklyn 58, it's Strickland 73, Wagner 60, and it's Connecticut 87, it's South Carolina 62. Okay, take a look at sports news here on this Monday night here. Greg Popovich turns number 1,000 win as Sanders first late rally past pace in 95-93. Adam Silver's worst nightmare for All-Star Weekend is just frigid temperatures. Traffic jams or injured superstars. It's Living Berman's pen pal, James Dolan. Beaver Creek, Colorado. Time. Tina Mays. Knocked the cartwheel and across the finisher. She had reason to celebrate. She had just won the combined event in the World Ski Championship. Third medal and second gold in the 3 events fun in the sub machine. James Shields could be the perfect fit to the San Diego Padres, and not just because he has a good player and a pitcher, and say that he wants desperately to believe in his baseball team. Shields can get the players to believe. Prosecutors dismissed domestic violence charges against Carolina Panthers defensive end and soon-be free agent Greg Hardy on Monday after they said that accused in the case is going to be found. Prosecutors dismissed domestic violence. Oregon football season has long since been over, but that doesn't mean the folks are busy making noise and only the Atlanta Director Roger Mullins for another whatever. Range and experience at a level of the 49ers game. Chael Sonnen may not be mixing it up and slightly off down these days, but doesn't mean that his opinion doesn't resonate with the MMA community where the heart issue arises. In Santa Clara, nearly a month after the 49ers hired John Thomasville as head coach, Thomasville on Monday announced his staff. In news release, he called the collective of passionate coaches who have a wide range of experience of every few levels of the game. In St. Lucie, Florida, beneath a benign blue sky that beckons of frozen snowbirds in Florida, was an even more tantalizing sight of the scoreboard through the field where the Mets trained each spinning a large picture of Matt Harvey in full wind. That's we have for the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news in this late Monday night, February 9th, 2015. Prepare was a good night. See you tomorrow. Good night.